manager Nathan Jones joining us live here on Hatters Player. A 1-1 draw with Plymouth. Your thoughts on that point?
Disappointed really, because I felt we were the better side. We started magnificently well and then didn't really sort of capitalise and continue that. As soon as we got the goal, we tend to drop off a little bit, and that allowed them to take a breath because we really had them on the ropes at that time. And then obviously we're very disappointed with the goal. But our second half performance was superb. It's just the only thing we couldn't do is just put the ball in the net. So in terms of performance levels, I'm very proud of them, and it showed what a good side we are, what a real strong good side we are. It's just I'm disappointed that we didn't get all 3 points.
I mean, you mentioned there the early goal for Danny on his birthday. He started the move by heading clear from the Plymouth free kick, and he's on the end of it from a delightful cross from Pelly.
Yeah, look, with a good counter-attacking side, we've shown that in this season. We're very good. It was a wonderful counter-attacking goal and a great finish, and expect that from Danny. That's the thing. It's just then we just seem to drop off a little bit, allow them to again take a breath, not to get into it, but just take a breath, and then we give it one or too many free kicks away, so we allowed them to have a little bit of respite, and then they scored out of absolutely nothing. So it's disappointing in the first half, but we did enough second half to have created a clear-cut chance that should have won us the game, and that's the only thing I'm disappointed. And I've said to him in there, because it's hard to be too down or too critical, because Plymouth were second in the league and we played the top 2 in consecutive weeks and should have won both games. We were the better side on both occasions, last week and this week, so we're in a good place. It's just we really could have made inroads into that top 3 this week, and that's the only thing I'm disappointed with. But we'll go again.
And you dealt a bit of a blow from your original starting lineup with Stephen O'Donnell having to be replaced by James Justin, but I thought he did excellent coming back into the side in that right back position today.
Yeah, look, he's arguably he didn't weaken the side in any way anyway. And normally when we've had this happen 3 or 4 times this year, and before today we've won every game, so it doesn't seem to disrupt us, and we have that quality. Probably he could have showed a little bit more quality in terms of when he got in advanced areas of picking people out and so on, because his final ball let him down a little bit today. But they gave me everything, and we showed what a good side we were. When we absolutely gutted that we haven't beaten the second place team, then it shows where we're at.
I mean, you mentioned that obviously the top 2 in consecutive weeks. That's 4 points against them now from those 4 games from playing them twice home and away. You replicate that across the division, and you're top of the league on 92 points at the end of the season, aren't you?
Yeah, but that's what we haven't. We've drawn games. We've lost here to Cheltenham, where you're dominating games. We lose to Stevenage away, where we absolutely dominated the game, and so on. So it doesn't quite work out like that. Look, we've got to keep going, and we've got to keep finding the 3 points that's going to keep pushing us up the league, because there's a lot to play for. It's a big week, performance-wise and health-wise, and where we are, we're in a real good place. We really are. And it's hard to be disappointed. I want to win games. I want us to win games. I want to sort of kill a ruthless streak about us. But if we'd had that today and just demonstrate that, just a tiny bit of quality, then we would have won the game, because we were the better side today. I don't think there's any argument about it. We were the better side.
Is it hopefully the case that when that missing ingredient's found and we are killing off games and winning comfortably, that will then progress and that will then continue game after game? I mean, as you say, the performances are there. It is so disappointing that it's 1 point, not 3, so many times recently.
Yeah, and that's the thing, because we've drawn more games than anyone else in the division, and it's been games that we've never been clinging on. I can't remember a game, if you say, you correct me if you want to, but I can't remember a game where we've been back to the wall clinging on for a point or for dear life. We haven't been, and that's the frustrating thing. It's normally us pushing that we can't quite get it. That's why we brought Ollie Palmer in to give us a little bit of extra dimension, so when teams are deep and when we're having that much play and so on, we've got the likes of Luke Gambin and the likes of Jordan Cook that can put balls on a plate, and that didn't quite happen today. But look, let's not be too negative about the point. Plymouth are a good side. We've taken 4 points off them. We've taken 4 points off Doncaster. The only side to beat us in the top 6 or 7 is Portsmouth. So look, we're in a good place, and I'm pleased with where we are.
Not too much to talk about the officials this afternoon, thankfully, but one incident in the first half. Isaac Vassell looked as though it was a clear-cut penalty when he was brought down.
Definitely pen. And I said the referee thought refereed it very well today, but definitely pen. And I don't know where they would have changed the complexity of the game, because if we'd scored that, then Hills might not have got his goal. So I don't know, but it's a definite pen. And I told him that, and he apologised half time. So it happened in the split seconds. Difficult one because he's beyond, but definitely pen.
Just a word on Danny, 19 goals and a birthday boy celebration as well for him today.
Yeah, look, can't say too much more than we already have about Danny. Wonderful player, delighted to have him, keeps going, and as I said, he's delighted for him to get a goal on his birthday. He'll get a goal anytime, but he keeps popping up, he keeps doing well, and we're delighted for him.
And just looking ahead to Wednesday night, of course, a big game for the club, but also a particularly big game for Danny and also Johnny Mullins in the squad as well.
Yeah, and they will. The inevitable will happen when they get in terms of because they're ex-players and stuff. They'll have that link, but it's a big game for the club. The fans were magnificent again. It's a great atmosphere. Fair play to the Plymouth fans as well. Created a real good atmosphere in here. Over 9,000, brilliant. We hope they turn up again, and because it's a big game, and we want to give the fans a wonderful day out.
I was going to say that the Checkatrade Trophy attendances haven't been as high anywhere near the level of the league attendances. We've had 8,000 Luton fans in here. Some of them will be perhaps umming and ahhing whether they're going to come Wednesday or not. What would your word be to them to get them here to support the side?
Well, look, if they want us to get to Wembley, then and they'd like a day out and come out and support us on Wednesday. No, it's a big ask. We've had a lot of home games lately. Home game today, but we're in good form, we're in good momentum. It'd be great to see the team get to Wembley and to be cheered on by our fans. So look, we appeal to them if they're umming and ahhing whether to come or not. Hey, get behind us, because we won't let them down.
Lovely, thank you very much for your time, Nathan.
What's the problem with that, John? Was it the injury he picked up?
He picked up a bit of an ankle thing on Thursday, and look, he trained fully yesterday, no problem whatsoever, and then literally when he warmed up, felt something, so we didn't take any risks. We've got James Justin who comes in, who arguably is excellent anyway, so it's just no problem. Didn't weaken the team in any way. So it's just disappointing for him really, but when we have had to make those changes, I've already said, we invariably win the game.
Was it about half an hour he had just to sort of get ready? Did he know beforehand, or was it?
No, yeah, he had a little bit longer than normal, because we had we've done Scotty and Sheehan and against Plymouth, ironically, first game he had about 2 minutes to get ready, and Johnny Mullins did it at Exeter and so on, and someone at Leighton Orient, I think.
Just Justin for O'Donnell, that one.
Justin O'Donnell, so it's been a little bit weird, but in terms of that, he had enough time, and he said he didn't hinder his performance.
Thank you.